Ah, yes, turning the microphone on helps. It feels like it's been a wee while since I made that mistake, though. There we go. Alrighty. Back to Katawa Shoujo. Let me just get it showing up on OBS again. Alright, there we go. So, we're back at the Katawa Shoujo to continue the... Well, not to continue, to start the final route that I haven't gone through, which is Shizune's. I'm kind of looking forward to this one. I've been told, like, I've been informed that maybe I shouldn't expect too much from it, but I'm still looking forward to, because we've seen quite a lot of Shizune in all the other routes, so it's going to be interesting to finally get to kind of see a bit more about her. And about Misha as well, because the two of them have been quite prevalent in... Misha in particular has been quite prevalent in some of the other routes. So I am quite interested to see how this goes. Well, first of all is how to get there. No, I think I know how to get there. I think it's like lean into kind of helping out with the student council at the beginning. So let's start. I don't think I need to go all the way back to the start, but I feel it's safe to do. Especially as the skip thing kind of helps, I think. Okay, do I want to introduce myself to the class? Yes. I think that is something that we should do. There they are. The first pair we meet as well. Okay, so we just... Yeah, they invited us to the cafeteria, and I believe we're asking about, like, well, we're familiar here. Is there anything we can, like, yeah, we're guides. So, I think, is this one we just ask about her deafness? I always kind of thought, like, this kind of didn't feel quite right. Like, just to, like, immediately bring this up. Because he saw himself kind of wondered, like, in several of the other routes, like maybe it's not appropriate just to, like, ask, like, right off the bat about someone's disability. But I suppose also some of the other routes have kind of brought up the fact that, no, he shouldn't be too, like, so concerned about it. Either way, this is going to be new dialogue. Shizune intrigues me, and I kind of want to ask something about her. But I can't really ask about something that personal, can I? I can't come up with anything else to ask, so I just focus on my food while the girls talk with me. Okay, never mind. Fair enough. He didn't have it in him to ask. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me. But Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they are talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice a conversation in sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. That dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk at the last row. Okay, I feel we're back at stuff we've seen before. So that's when we go running. Okay, so asking about her blindness actually didn't, well, her deafness didn't actually lead to anything. Okay. So which one does Shizune... Okay, so this is us playing... Oh no, it's not chess, it was Risk. Oh, hi Kendi! Welcome to the stream. You're the first one here today. I imagine my dear Muni is probably getting caught up at work with things being busy. She said they were down some members today. But no, I'm just going through the, like, Act 1 stuff to try and get onto Shizune's route. Okay, so, yeah, we're playing Risk here, and I feel the best way to appeal to Shizune is probably to, you know, go with her suggestion and like decide, fine, okay, you want me to be aggressive, I'll attack aggressively. I think we lose either way, if memory serves correctly. Go on the offense. You take the day off due to sickness. Oh, you spread around all through the internet. Well, if we can spread over the internet, then I might be responsible for getting her sick. Because I was also, to be fair, it was a couple of weeks ago for me, so maybe I was too long ago. She is either really mocking me or trying to trick me. I have nothing else to lose though, so I might as well try something different. Maybe if I spread out my forces and try to control more territories, I can recoup the advantage. Shizune seems to focus on conquering whole nations, so maybe I can sacrifice my hold on continents to gain more small countries. It's worth a shot. A few turns later, I end up losing the game anyway. Sounds about right. Meeting Lily for the first time. Meeting Yuko for the first time. Actually saying hello to Hanako. Just because I haven't seen the option, I kind of want to just go with the other option just to see where that leads. Hi, I'm new here. Hisao Nakai. We're in the same class. I just transferred here the other day. Maybe you don't remember. I did a self-introduction too. The girl still doesn't say a word, but simply stares at me wide-eyed. You're gonna see Hanako's bad end. I don't like the bad ends and things like this. Like I get emotionally invested in characters. And I'm not, like, I don't have it in me to, like, deliberately go to see, like, the bad ends. If I encounter bad endings because I made bad choices, that's on me. I accept that, but I don't like... I don't like going out of my way to kind of go, no, I'm gonna see what happens if I screw this up. I'm still getting used to the place, so I'm trying to meet as many people as I can. So, what's your name? Good man, watch Mooney's playthrough. Yeah, I did plan to, like, go and try and remember to watch some of Mooney's streams, like, once I finished going through Katawa Shoujo. Hanako. Her speech is stuttering and so quiet it is barely audible even in the still library. Somehow I think that my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako, eh? So what are you reading? She gently tips the book backwards so I can read the title, at the same time hiding her face behind it. She must have noticed me staring before. Life of Pi? I've never heard of it before. What's it about? A boy and a tiger on a boat. I can see this taking some time. Sounds interesting. Is it any good? She nods from behind the book, but stays silent. She looks kinda tense. A bit like Yugo earlier, but in a different way. More like petrified with terror, I'd say. Oh. So the mystery delinquent girl turned out to be anything but. And she is quivering in a way that makes it look like she is mortally afraid of me. The only way out of this, as far as I can tell, is to try to get a normal conversation going. Nope, that's not going to work, but I feel oh no, this is still new. You're really... I feel bad now. Is it a library book? I'm looking for new ones to read, but there's just so many. No, it's mine. Oh, so, do you come here often? A huge blush spreads on Hanako's face, and her eyes widen far larger than I thought it was possible for eyes to do. Uh-oh. Did she interpret my lame attempt at small talk as a feeble attempt to pick her up? Oh, the good old... So, come here often? I didn't mean it like that. I, I, I. Oh, is this where she bolts? I've got to go do something. Yeah, okay. I thought that would. Okay, so this is. Is this the fake tense music again? Nothing. I just talked to her. Tried to get to know her. Didn't even manage to get started. Yuko sighs and looks awfully bothered. Even more so than she did before. I guess you weren't wrong so much as tactless. Tactless? That girl is a bit of a special case. It's like she never really talks to anyone. Isn't that a bit strange? I wonder. It's just how she is, I think. Yuko doesn't sound all that convincing. And then again, maybe this is just a norm around here. Hello, my dear. Welcome to the stream. You haven't missed much. I'm still just going through the Act 1 stuff again. Everyone has their own problems, or else they wouldn't be here. Perhaps I was being a little tactless after all. But how should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overly casually only makes me feel phony. Like I was supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room. Yuko fidgets, looking like she wants to say something to that, but resists it. I think it's an elephant only if you feel that way. I guess she doesn't have a good sense of self-restraint. It makes me smile, and she blushes heavily. What? That sounds stupid? No, it sounded really wise. I guess you're right. It's more about me than anyone else. Okay, we're back on... I felt we were back on track there. Text history. Okay, so yeah, this is... Kenji asking about Hanako. I'm kind of curious. At least it's fairly easy to get onto. Yeah, I kind of figured, like, just, like, lean into doing anything related to the student council when the option comes up. It feels really bad to say she wasn't cute, especially because Hisao's only reason is, like, the face. I haven't gone with this option before, and I am curious as to Kenji's reaction. This won't negatively affect my ability to get onto Shizune's route, will it? Because I don't want to end up on Kenji's route again either. Because that is definitely... That's Hisao's bad end. That won't... Okay. Well, for the sake of adding another tick to the box... Not exactly cute, no. There are a lot of cute girls here. A strangely disproportionate amount. I believe this is one of the dark secrets of the school. I tried to warn you, man, but did you... This feels like exactly the same line. Yeah, it is. Okay, that makes legitimately no difference whatsoever. Getting on to Kenji's route is... Oh, don't say that, Kendi. I got onto it accidentally. Okay, so... Okay, so they're arguing out... Oh yeah, because Shizune and Misha were... About student council, something about restaurants. I'm in. I think it just decides if you're under on Lily Tonic. Okay, right. Okay. Well, to be fair, well, maybe it does contribute to that, I suppose. But I remember, like, I'd not picked it before this point, that choice, and it got me on both. Like that, saying she was cute worked on both routes. Don't be impressed. I got Hisao killed. Sound problems. Okay, right. So yeah, you ask if there are alternatives to cafeteria. They argue about restaurants. Okay, so we're just. I'm guessing here. Yeah, we wait on Shizune and Misha. This feels like the obvious one. Misha and Shizune are still arguing about their choice for lunch place. Incomprehensible for a pair of high school students. You have to take a Incomprehensible for a pair of high school students. You have to take a taxi at least to make it to downtown and back in time. Haven't you finished already? Oh, sorry, Hit-chan. Were you waiting for us? You don't have any plans? Plans? For lunch? Well, I don't, so I thought I could hang with you guys. Okay, yeah, this definitely seems like the choice to make. Misha smiles victoriously at my lack of plans and excitedly translates my response to Shizune. If you don't have anything specific planned out, do you want to eat lunch with me and Shit-chan? We're going into town for lunch though. Don't worry, Hit-chan, it's not that far. Oh, sure, I'll come with you. And with that, we leave the classroom. Just around the corner of the hallway, something hits me in the chest with the force of a runaway train. Ouch! Okay, oh, so yeah, this is just meeting Emmy for the first time. So, let's hurry, Hit-chan, to have lunch. You promise it'll be great. I'll take your word for it. What kind of a place is it? Is it by any chance the Shanghai? A restaurant or something? Oh yeah, here we go. It's a tea house, Hit-chan. A tea house? That sounds kind of fancy. I'm trying to remember, like, did any of the other routes have us, like, go to the Shanghai in Act 1? Like, I remember every other... It's a small town, there's not much... The universal constant. Yeah, I'm just trying to remember. Like, I know in every route we've been to the Shanghai. But I'm trying to remember any other time we went there before the school festival. Why are you looking at your wallet, Hit-chan? It's okay. If you don't have any money, we'll cover for you. And then we'll use that as blackmail to get you into the student council. I think Shizune is the only one who goes there pretty early. Yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, I can't remember it being introduced this early in any other route. Because I think in the other routes it kind of takes your friendship, like, getting just a little step further before you're kind of like, hey, let's go out into town together. Otherwise, with Emmy and Rin, it's you spend your lunch times and you go up to the roof instead. And with Lily and Hanako, you go into the tea room. Though I suppose part of me was expecting Misha and Shizune would, like, use, like, I'm assuming the student council has a room? I think we have seen it before. So I assumed, like, that's where they'd go for lunch, but I guess, no, Shanghai. That's really nice of you. Thanks. It's okay, Hit-chan. After all, we're friends, right, Hitchan? It always sounds like suspicious when you use someone's like name multiple times like that. Don't. She's like, we're friends, right, Mooney? It's okay, Mooney. You just when you repeat the name, it sounds like you're trying to like. Yeah. There's something going on there. There's an ulterior motive. It's only been 3 days. Are we really friends that quickly? But hearing that makes me happy. It's only for today, though. And only if you accept right now. Do you want to go, Hitchan? So us friends blackmail each other all the time. Oh. Yep, no one has dirt on you like your friends. I start wondering if this is some kind of trap. Is this Misha's suggestion or Shizune's? This is important. I'm still a little apprehensive about the possible motives of a girl whose favorite pastime is a game of world domination. No, I'm just being paranoid. Actually, they have grown on me already. And I do have to go to town sometime, so why not now, with them? I've never actually been to a tea house before. All my expectations are from what I've seen about them on TV, but those are period dramas, and these are modern times. It might just be a regular cafe and they're just calling it a tea house. Either way, I'm curious about that too, so there's another reason for me to join them. Sure. That's great, Hitchan. That's great, yay! Misha hops up and down briefly to show how happy she is, which causes a few heads to turn towards us. Shizune opts for a polite, tiny clap that lasts for all of 2 seconds before she goes back to looking stoic as usual. I wonder as well if like this like tiny clap is part of Shizune knowing that like not knowing how loudly how loud her clapping would be for other people. So she's minimizing it by just No. I know as well, like she definitely isn't as loud as Misha in the first place. But I've heard that something like people who are deaf like sometimes have trouble with is she can snap her fingers pretty loudly if you go. Yeah, from what I've heard, like there's a lot of deaf people who like struggle with like accidentally being loud. She is deaf, no frame of reference. Yeah. Oh, so like they don't like if they laugh or something, they don't realize they're making noise with that other people can hear that. Or I remember seeing one post somewhere. I don't know how true it is, but it's funny if it is, of a guy who like was born deaf but was able to have like some surgery to give him like some level of hearing. And apparently one of the first things he was complaining about was kind of like, why did nobody tell me that you could actually hear farts? No, but yeah, no, I'm getting sidetracked. No. Would it kill you to be a little happier, Shizune? Oh, I wasn't aware that Hitchan was a king. Oh no, yeah. Oh, I kind of feel bad for the guy because you have to know, like at some point his family and friends had to have started not telling him deliberately. His friends and family just kind of, you know what? It's funny to let him think he's being like to make him think it's quiet. Shizune pushes up her glasses up as Misha delivers her message totally without sarcasm. I guess it would sting more if she could say it with the intent Shizune meant behind it, so for once I'm happy to have Misha as a barrier between us. I'm not telling you to jump for joy just because I'm having lunch with you. I'm not that arrogant. She seems to accept this, and we head for town with Shizune leading the way. Watching her walk in front of me, I noticed that she walks very quickly, taking long, heavy, determined strides. Maybe if we were traveling through a snowstorm it would make sense to walk like that, but it's a perfectly clear day. Anyway, it's making me feel exhausted just watching her. I don't know if long strides help you in a snowstorm. But I find when it's windy, it's easier to take shorter steps. We don't really have like snowstorms here. Like when it's windy, I think like it's easier to take short steps, so you're spending less time standing on one foot. We arrive at the tea house, and what Misha says is record time, likely because of Shizune's blazing pace. I feel a little let down seeing that it's not a huge feudal-era building with mats on the floor and women in kimonos pouring the tea. It actually is more like a cafe, as I thought. Not that it's a bad thing. It looks very nice. Hisao, you never had this, like, delusion in any of the other routes. As soon as I walk through the doors, someone zooms in front of us as if they had been lying in wait the entire time. Welcome! Thank you for patronizing this establishment. The top half of her body drops forward in a bow that looks like an axe chopping through wood. I'm surprised to see it's none other than Yuko, the librarian. Remember different writers? Yeah, I know. Hey, I didn't know you worked here. Oh, yes, I do. I'm a waitress. I've been working here for 1 year, 6 months, and 2 weeks now. Thank you for choosing to come here. Is there anything I can do for you? Yuko feels like noticeably different. Like in other words, I could when I paid attention, I could notice that different characters were a little different from root to root. But Yuko just immediately feels definitely doesn't have she already definitely doesn't seem to have the nervousness she had every other time we learned that she worked here. Hi, Yu-chan. Hello. Misha? You both know her too? I mean, they're the student council members. I imagine they probably know any of the staff and volunteers at the school. Of course, Hichan. Yu-chan works in the library after all. I don't go there often myself, but Shichan knows her. And we both come here a lot, so it's like we see her all the time. Yes. Should I get your usuals? And if there's anything you would want, please feel free to tell me at any time. Well, you don't have to be so formal. We all know each other. It's also pretty empty today, so she can afford to take it easy. I was hoping she would stop looking so nervous, but my words have the opposite effect. Oh no, here we go. There's the Yuko I'm more familiar with. No, I'm a waitress. This is my job. I have to do it properly. Okay. That works for Shichan. Yu-chan, please get Shichan what she usually gets, and I'll have some green tea with milk and honey. No pressure. Yes, but this is my job, and there's always pressure. I'm sorry, I'm arguing with a customer. Sorry. Yuko takes another 100-mile-per-hour bow. I decide to give up and join Shizune and Misha at the table. As soon as I sit down, Yuko comes by looking even more upset than before. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I forgot to take your order. I'm not attentive to customers. That's not right. I'm sorry. If there is anything I can do to make it up, please tell me. Okay, now. Oh. No. more artwork already. It's okay, Yu-chan. Hit-chan didn't order anything, so it's not your fault. Don't be upset. It's true. I guess I should order now, but I don't really know what this place serves, and there doesn't seem to be a menu. Yeah, she's right. I'll have some coffee and a sandwich if you have one. Whichever sandwich you think is the best tasting one here, because Shizune is paying for my meal. Yep. Shizune frowns and gives me alternating looks of surprise, indignation, and bemusement, unable to decide between the three. Hit-chan, just how much money do you have in your wallet? It can't be that little, right? Right? We should split the cost 3 ways to make it fair. Yeah, I won't accept anything else. Misha turns to Yuko. Yu-chan, Shi-chan says she wants 3 of whatever's the most expensive item on the menu. There. Oh boy. Hisao, you've dug yourself a grave. No. Just kidding, Hit-chan. Okay. I think that the turkey sandwich is the most delicious sandwich, and it comes with free soup. Free soup? With a sandwich? This is either a small soup or a big sandwich or a really good offer. A good employee would try to recommend the item that there's most of though, or the most expensive item. Am I bad at my job? No, a good... Customer satisfaction is important. Because one slightly larger sale that leaves a customer feeling that they were ripped off loses you a customer. The customer getting a good suggestion and a good deal, that is a repeat customer. Wawas sometimes have a similar deal, so it's not... I have no reference point for what a Wawa is, Kendi, I have to say. Well, I've studied my retail business. I've got a little certificate there. Customer retention is important. Not many businesses can get away with just kind of like making like one big sale per customer. I think especially like local cafes and places like that, they need regulars. No, that sounds good. I'll have that, and some coffee. Okay. She comes back a few minutes later with our drinks and my sandwich. Shizune seems to be fine with just her tea, while Misha also ordered a parfait. I don't know why, because I can't imagine many other things that would go worse with tea. Also, this is our lunch break. Why is Hisao the only one actually having a meal? Oh well. I take a bite out of my sandwich. It's very good. Hey Chan, have you thought about joining the student council? Huh? Don't talk with your mouth full, Hit-chan. I wash my food down with a sip of coffee, which is also surprisingly good. But now's not the time to remark on how this place has good food. Mid-East Coast gas station deli chain, pretty good. Chicken tender parmesan, ooh. I had some chicken parmesan recently. Well, kind of. It was like frozen. Oh. But I'm pretty lazy when it comes to cooking, because when I'm just cooking for myself, I just want food. I don't want to spend an hour preparing the meal. Yeah, Mid-East Coast. I'm not sure if that'll be somewhere I ever really get much reason to visit. Oh, no. That was one of the things I did enjoy being over in the US, though, was the variety of food you have over there. Oh, there's still times when I'm kind of like, if I'm looking to eat out somewhere in town and I look at the options available and I just kind of like, I miss California. Here it's kind of, we have fish and chips, we have Chinese takeaways, and we have Indian takeaways. That's about it. And I suppose, like, we have, like, your cafes and such if you want just a sandwich. But yeah, food variety is definitely not one of Ireland's strong points. You said you understood it was too early to expect me to make a decision this quickly. That was only like 3 hours ago. Oh. A man should be decisive, Hitchan. You really should join the student council, Hitchan. Come on, it'll be fun. People always say, come on, it'll be fun, about things that are never, ever fun. Don't you believe me, Hitchan? To be fair, I don't know. Like, should a guy who's only been at the school for like 3 days really be given a position in the student council? Is it Shizune saying that, or Misha? What a cute expression, but the effect is somewhat jarring. Like, she has split personalities. Oh, did I miss a line of dialogue? Oh, no, I did. Hitchan, that's depressing. We just want to spend time with you. You don't need me to be part of the student council to do... That's right, Hitchan. Yeah, that's a good point too. Yep, this is beneficial to everyone. It solves all our problems. Is this ready to bring up the we're paying for your meal? Yeah, I also thought Hitchan would appreciate it. That makes me sad. Suddenly, I feel really left out. It's rude to talk about someone without letting them in on the conversation. Shizune adjusts her glasses, laughing to herself. Aw, but it's true, Hitchan. And you will be helping us out. Membership has been really low this year. How low? That's a secret, Hitchan. No, I want to know how low it was. How low is low? 5? Lower? Well... 0? Hitchan, that isn't important. What matters is the number is low, and that's why we would appreciate you giving us a hand. Especially with the festival coming up so soon. It's looking to be a busy year ahead in general. So, you're not going to answer my question? No. I sigh and straighten up in my chair, trying to look as defiant as possible, because this seems like a big issue and I do not want to let it go that easily. I feel silly, like a bluefish. Fine, at least tell me this. How many people are in the student council? Total. These two should go into politics. Well, Hitchan, we're definitely undermanned, but we do have enough members to get the job done. Yep. It's not just the two of you, is it? Hitchan, that's funny. But it's definitely not just us. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? Yep. I stare at them both, trying to see if they will slip up and confirm my worst fears. Misha frowns, looking uncomfortable, but that is probably because I'm staring at her. Oh. I know that expression. Shizune, on the other hand, returns my gaze with one of her own. Maybe she is challenging me, peering at me over the rims of her glasses like that. So teasing, and surprisingly immature, like a little girl beckoning someone to play with her. I have a feeling like the reason like he's out staring at Misha is he already knows, like, if someone's going to break and tell me the truth first, it's going to be Misha. Hey-chan, your two cute student council representatives have been trying to make you feel welcome, and are even treating you to lunch. You should show your gratitude by joining the council so you can at least help them out. Yeah, it would be great if you could just file some papers for us, and the festival is coming up and we have to build some stalls for the games and food, just a few, so if you were there it would be a lot easier on us. Please, Hichan. What an interesting good cop, bad cop routine. I'll give it a shot. Why not? Just a shot. Okay. I'll give it a trial run. It doesn't mean I'm joining or anything definite. Just that I'll help out a little and then I'll see. And this makes us even for lunch. I'm not doing this because I want to. I finish off the last of my sandwich, and this makes Misha notice for the first time in a while that she has a parfait. She starts digging in, much to Shizune's chagrin, because I can tell from the way she plays with her fingers that she had a lot to say. Every time I look at Shizune, she looks back with such focus and intensity. This time is no exception. Her face is expressionless. Maybe she is thinking. Eventually it gives way to a smile. She signs something, and obviously I can't understand it at all. She has to know that. Then she does it again. A childish playfulness showing through in the speed and energy of her gestures. Misha, what did she say? Misha looks up from her parfait, torn between wanting to help out and going back to eating. What does this mean? I try my best to make the same movements with my hands that Shizune did. I come to realize quickly that this isn't very easy. Imagine doing this all day as your only means of communication. Yeah, I did take a couple of classes on British Sign Language before. I've forgotten pretty much everything, unfortunately. But yeah, like... it was definitely not something, like, easy to pick up. Especially, like, when you see, like, the speed. Because I used to go to a church where we did have a sign language interpreter on the platform. I was like seeing how quickly he's able to like go along and keep up, like with the pastor speaking. Sorry, Hichan, I can't tell you. Why not? Is it an insult? No, Hichan, I can't tell you because it means something nice. Something nice, huh? Well, they've gone back to their tea and food, so I guess this conversation is over for now. I don't really understand, but this makes me wish that I could. Maybe I could even try learning sign language. This school might have courses for it. Would I really do that? I think about it as I finish the rest of my coffee. I wonder why I'd even be motivated to think about it. I'm enjoying myself so much that I don't even notice that we were supposed to be back in class 10 minutes ago. Even if I were to start heading back to school right now, it would take at least 30 minutes, maybe? I can't risk running fast for my condition, so it would take at least that long to get there. You know what would help with that, Hisao? Well, 10 minutes late already as I am, it wouldn't matter even if I could teleport. Something wrong, Hichan? I just realized lunch break ended 10 minutes ago. It's only my third day and I'm already going to miss a class. Yep, you are already late. Hey, that's not funny. So are you. And aren't you two in the student council? You're setting a bad example. Oh, Hichan is so moral. But Hichan is right. He is late for class, and it looks like you're cutting too, Hichan, because you're not making an effort to go. As your student council representatives, we're going to have to do something about this and make sure you're punished for it. But you two dragged me out here. This is all your fault. Take responsibility. Hichan, we were just taking a prospective student council member out to try and recruit him. It's business. But you're not a member of the council, so there is no excuse. Yes, there is. That prospective student council member is clearly me. Yes. Are you going to join the student council, Hichan? Shizune raises her teacup haughtily and wags her outstretched pinky finger up and down. Hichan, if only you were a member of the student council. But you can still join now, Hichan. If you join now, you won't be in any trouble at all. And we'll be able to take many more nice excursions like this all the time. It'll be fun. I start to think that maybe this was all an elaborate setup leading up to this moment. Maybe Shizune lured me out here banking on the possibility that I'd lose track of time and be forced into this situation. Diabolical. Well, considering what I know of her, I should have been more on my guard. But to admit that I got myself into this even slightly would be unforgivable. You will join. Sorry, I've been getting a bunch of shorts in my feed recently on YouTube from, I can't remember the guy's name, but he's like done a bunch of like shorts, like little sketches about, like this a cult trying to recruit people. And it's like all you need to do is just say the orb. I just kind of got reminded of that with this approach. Just say yes. I try to read Shizune's intentions in her eyes, but she just returns my stare blankly, innocently. She takes a sip of tea. Like she is mocking me. By the way, Hichan, I didn't plan this at all. Things just happened to work out this way. She can read our thoughts. I was almost about to drop my furious paranoia, but this puts a new spin on things. I almost fall over in awe. So it really was an elaborate setup, from the very beginning. All just to burn me and force me to join the student council. You look so nervous, Hichan. Did you really think we were tricking you this whole time? You're not? Hichan, you really fought? Misha frowns, looking heartbroken. Shizune quickly frowns as well, following her lead. Oh, synchronized. Two of a perfect pair. They must be twins. Shichan says she's flattered, Hichan, but doing that kind of thing would be a grossly inappropriate abuse of power, and imposing on your free will. And it would be blackmail too. Shichan would never do anything like that. Never. I think about asking Misha, are you sure, but resist the urge to. Excuse me? Anyway, Hichan, what Shichan said is true. Since you're with us and we're doing student council work, it's okay if we miss a class or two. Not that this is a good excuse to do so, or one that should be used more than 3 times a month, or something that can or should be abused. So we must definitely return to class. Eventually. Shizune waves Yugo over and points to her empty teacup, indicating that she wants another one, as Misha scrambles to finish her parfait so she can order something else. Maybe I should as well. I am still hungry, and the portions here are a little on the small side. To be fair, cafes do tend to not do big portions of food. Most importantly, Shizune is paying for everything. With that in mind, I ask Yugo for another sandwich. Hisao, you were just thinking yourself, kind of, "No, I don't think Shizune is beyond blackmail. So maybe don't, like, give her more, like, ammunition to kind of go, after all that food I bought you." By the time we leave the tea shop, I've missed not just one class, but two. Shizune and Misha seemed content to let the whole day pass by, stalling for even more time by suggesting a tour of the town that turns out to cover a 2-block radius from where we start. Eventually, we do go back to school, and the rest of the day is business as usual. When classes are over, Shizune and Misha pack their bags and leave the room before me. Come to think of it, this is the first time they've left me alone. It's strange. I almost missed them. The room empties quickly, and I'm the last one out the door. When I try leaving the lobby, however, an arm lowers itself in front of me like a tall bridge gate, stopping me in my tracks. Oh, hi Shizune. A pair of hands from behind cover my eyes, followed by a sharp burst of laughter. Of course. Hi, Hitchan. Guess who? Misha asked the question completely without sarcasm, meaning she doesn't think that I instantly knew it was her for many obvious reasons. I wonder who it could be. Well, it's definitely not Misha. Haha, it is! Misha swings around to stand in front of me beside Shizune. Hitchan, are you busy right now? Busy going to my room? Yeah. I'll see you two tomorrow. Oh, swoosh. I try to make a break for it, but Shizune is too agile to get past. As someone who used to play soccer, this is embarrassing. Not to mention that this behavior is drawing some odd looks. I should just quit while I'm ahead. Oh. A lot of yawning all of a sudden. Hitchan, could you please go upstairs and get a few things for us from the art room? Why me? Hitchan thinks that if the art teacher sees us, he will say hi, and she doesn't like him. Ignore him. She tried, but even though Hitchan is deaf, he'll try to say hi anyway. Run away? Shizune does not. Yeah, Shizune does not run away. And I think that would defeat the whole point of, like, gathering supplies. Oh boy. I never run. A tone of finality so strong that I can pick it up even through Misha. I can see there is no use pursuing this further with Shizune. Misha, why can't you get them? Stairs make me dizzy, Hitchan. Shizune nods as if to confirm it. I do suppose, like, they did say, like, there are, like, non-disabled students at Yamaku? But I don't know if they ever, like, said, like, clearly that, like, that Misha has no issues. Of course, they could just be, like, completely BSing me just to put the work on me. Or Hisao. Please, Hitchan. We need these things to build stalls for the festival. And you said you would help out a little, right? Right? I really shouldn't, but I guess this once would be alright. Okay. Okay, I do not get... Why am I yawning, like, so much at the moment? That's great, Hitchan. Thank you. This is what we need. She holds out a piece of paper for me to take. I'm sure this list was made by Shizune. It's handwritten, but each letter is perfectly formed and uniform, as if it were typed. Not just that, but it's exhaustively detailed, complete with numbers, bullet points, and even little checkboxes. what it boils down to is that she wants paint, paintbrushes, poster board, and an easel. Just different types and specific numbers of each. I wonder how I'm going to carry all this stuff down the stairs without breaking my neck. Okay, so this begins the scene of meeting Rin, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Hi, Rin. Oh. Can I promise to be more serious about this one? What choice does this... Apparently I've answered yes every single time. So, part of me figures like the yes isn't too important here. I feel that, like, after that meeting with Misha and Shizune, like, I'm definitely, like, unless I do something to screw it up, I think I'm definitely on Shizune's route. Oh. Because I don't know, I don't... Maybe... I don't know, I just don't like answering to maybe, because, like, the nurse is being, like, serious here. Like, it's, like, this is your health on the line. Let me grab a drink. And with my new mic settings, this is probably going to be audible. Yep, there it is. Maybe a little sugar will wake me up. Not that I feel asleep, I'm just yawning. You know, no. Pretty sure Shizune would prefer. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, when you put it that way. Yeah, I get it that no route is going to satisfy. It still is going to bother me. Like, until we get a route where Hisao doesn't complain about it. But in this respect, I just was a bit unsure. It doesn't feel like this question's made much of a difference. Yeah, Shizune does seem like she'd probably be, like, directly annoyed if she learned, like, Hisao was, like, not taking this seriously. Because Shizune does seem like the type who, like, when she starts something, she takes it seriously. Okay. Hi, Rin, again. Oh, yep, our jogging with Emmy. Hi, Kenji. Oh. Okay, so I guess... Wasn't... Maybe I'm misremembering, but wasn't there a third option for this choice in, like, the last... when I went to do Hanako's route? I'm guessing it's the don't drag me into this, though, because I know this top one is... There's no option to side with Shizune and Misha, but I think, like, this one definitely... The top one definitely is more, like, siding deliberately with Lily. So is taking to neutral ground just... Oh, don't tab. That's the wrong button. But... Second side does it? It feels more like kind of non-committal, like kind of like that. I'm not bothering with anyone. Oh, like this sounds like a response. Both responses sound like they wouldn't. Shizune wouldn't like them. Because the top one is siding with Lily, obviously. But the bottom one feels like it's kind of like shirking responsibility. Though I suppose Shizune's sense of responsibility is also questionable given the taking us out to the Shanghai and just, it's fine to skip classes. Okay. Obviously likes that you stand up for yourself for what you've already done. Okay. What's this? Okay, so they're talking about Lily here. Oh yeah, and kind of slandering Lily. She might be slacking off somewhere. What a useless woman. Hanako nods quickly and retreats with haste, obviously to avoid any further contact with Shizune. Unfortunately, this turns their attention fully back to me. That kind of, I didn't like that. Like, I know there's the rivalry between them, but it was much nicer to see from Lily's perspective, because Lily does seem to be a bit more... Like, she didn't seem to talk... I don't recall her really, like, talking badly about Shizune behind her back. Like, there was definitely an acknowledgement of, no, we don't get along, I'm not particularly fond of her. That kind of just, like, going, like, straight to, like, Lily's best friend, like, nah, she's useless. She's probably just off slacking somewhere. But Hitchan is not useless, right? Right? He said so himself. I can see where this is going, and I do not want any part of it. Not after that experience yesterday. Well, good luck with your preparations. I start packing my bag, ready to make a break for the exit. You know that doesn't work, Hisao. You tried yesterday. Unfortunately, I'm all the way on the other side of the room. The short distance to the doorway seems like a vast no man's land to me now. Shizune and Misha both start maneuvering slowly in front of me, cutting off my route of escape in an unsettlingly cautious way that makes me think of ship-to-ship combat. I think Shichan is saying that you should help us, Hitchan. Gee, I wouldn't know. She's so subtle. But that's the intent, so please. I can't keep up. We have to actually build stalls for the festival. Almost all of them all by ourselves. Can you believe that? Hammering boards together over and over again for hours? It's really hard. I'm so used to it I was doing swinging motions in class and I didn't even know it. She bangs her desk a few times, imitating hammer blows. It's so repetitive. I can't stand it. And yesterday I actually... Excuse me. And yesterday I actually hammered all the boards on top of each other. It was just a stack of boards all nailed together. Then I had to take it apart and do it all over again. I got yelled at and laughed at. So? She clamps a hand down on my shoulder and grins, running her tongue across her teeth mischievously. Do you have any plans for today, Hitchan? I wonder if you do. Sure I have plans. Really? You're going to help us, right? I notice her hands are moving constantly. She's signing everything we both say so that Shizune can understand. Shizune is being somewhat quiet today. Is she still angry? Well, probably at least a bit. I can see it in her eyes. But this could also just be another way of trying to guilt me into lending her a hand. I have to find a way out of this. Hey, I should go now. To the library. You know, homework. I should get going, shouldn't I? I have to be diligent because I'm a new student and all. Have to make a good first impression, right? Yeah. See you later then. Oh. Nope. I turn to bolt for the door, but Shizune is blocking my path, her arms crossed over her chest and a stern expression on her face. She wags a finger tauntingly and begins signing to Misha with the manner of a squad leader giving direction to his fellow soldiers. It didn't seem like you were in any rush to get to the library, Hit-chan. That's right, Shit-chan. It does seem like he was probably going to slack off for the rest of the day. You're surrounded. Let's go to the student council room. She lets out a chuckle and then breaks into laughter. I'm sorry, Hit-chan. I feel bad, but this works out for everyone, right? That's right, Shit-chan. Yes, that's a good point too. Yes, this is beneficial to everyone. It solves all our problems. Yeah. I also thought he'd be more appreciative of our effort. This is the same lines you brought up at the Shanghai. They pulled themselves closer, as if they were about to pounce. Hey guys, 2-on-1 isn't very fair, is it? She keeps looking forward, impassive, then gives a sinister smile. Oh no. Come on, we have a lot of work to do. Let's go to the student council room. Gee, I don't know. Misha laughs. Deja vu? She chortles before letting out another laugh. You know, my horoscope said it'd be a good day for me today. And now that you're going to help? Shizune signs quickly to her. Right. I mean, now that you've decided to help us completely of your own free will, I'll be able to take it easy. Lucky! Huh? I opened my mouth to say something, but then realized there's no point. I refocus on trying to think of a way out of this. No, their actions are clearly deliberate. There's no sense in attempting to reason with them. You can't reason with madmen. I frown, and they don't even notice my discontent, further proving my suspicions. They seem pretty relaxed now. I guess they think they've already won. So they're letting their guard down. That's kind of arrogant. They pass forward in front of me as they move through the doorway. And I stealthily walk backwards back into the classroom as they step into the hallway, turning towards the stairwell. I don't... Like, yeah, Shizune and Misha are being pretty stubborn with this. So... So I'm kind of like trying to figure out like whose side I'm on, because yes, the two of them are pressuring Hisao a lot, but Hisao feels like he's been, I don't know, unreasonably stubborn and not helping them out. No, but maybe that's just the kind of, they're especially pushy when ironically pursues, isn't it? Oh boy. Maybe that's just me. Like, I'd be the type who, like, if someone was asking for help like that, you give people a hand. Like, you can be firm on the fact of, no, I'm not joining the council. But, you know, yes, I can acknowledge you're in a bit of a pinch at the moment, the festival's coming up. Like, give them a hand for a couple of days. I don't think you need... Oh, I don't know, but... Yeah, I guess that's one of the things about visual novels, is you don't play yourself in visual novels, you are playing another character, you're reading them. You just give them little pokes in the right direction sometimes. Oh. Because that's the other thing as well. It's all psychological warfare, all according to Misha's plan out of the competition. Yeah. I suppose the other thing, I suppose that this is what makes me, I think, mostly feel about, like, that I kind of, Hisao's bothering me in, like, just refusing to help, is that he's not saying no like he's trying to say no without saying it. Like it's kind of like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. When like if they're really like give them a firm kind of no, I'm not joining the council. He's kind of feeding them the kind of like, I'll give it a trial run. I'll maybe. Oh. Yeah. So it's things like this, like his little sneaky kind of, I'm just going to walk back into the classroom and let them think I'm going to help out, and then, no, I'm not actually going to help out. I let out a sigh of relief and quickly packed the rest of my stuff so I can make my escape. It's been a pushover piece. A little bit, yeah. Though, Hisao, I feel you're going to turn around and you're going to have a very annoyed Shizune in the door. Yep. The classroom door slams shut. Yep. That wasn't very nice there. You really got us good though, didn't he, Shit-chan? Don't compliment the enemy. Right. What was that about? I thought you said you'd help us. And then you bailed on us. And you thought you would get away with it, didn't you? The indignant expression vanishes and she begins to laugh hysterically, calming down only after an aggravated look from Shizune. Sorry, that just made me realize something, like quite possibly why Misha and Shizune get along quite well. Because Misha is like so physically like obvious with her emotions and like her tonality. That like it maybe like help Shizune kind of. She can see not just the words she's signing, but she can see the emotions on her face very clearly. This is stereo? Oh yes. But welcome to the stream. We're still in Act 1, trying to get properly onto Shizune's route. So I feel we're fairly locked in at this point. Oh, yeah. You thought you could get away with it. But a criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. I didn't even manage to leave the classroom in the first place. No, wait, I didn't even agree to help in the first place. Not very bright, are you, criminal? Thinking you can just shirk your duties like that? How low, Hit-chan? I'm a criminal? What did I do? What's the charge? What am I guilty of? That's for the courts to decide, criminal. I don't think we have to tell you that. But I think you do. The courts decide your guilt, not your accusation. As far as I know. Besides, you're the criminal here. You know what you did. Have you ever read The Trial by Kafka? I think you're 100% Hisao. No? What's that, Hit-chan? What does that have to do with this? I read it a few months ago. It's about these people who run a kangaroo court on a guy who just wants to live his life. They refuse to leave him alone and he can't fight the power. Shizune does I do feel like Shizune has the best expressions sometimes. Hit-chan, what does that have to do with anything? Hey, what does that mean? She turns back to me after signing back and forth for a lengthy amount of time. You know, we're both a little disappointed in you. You've let us down, Hisao. Dropped the ball. Left us hanging, out in the cold. Is that any way to treat a person? To run away from your responsibilities? To abandon your comrades? We think you owe it to us to honor your commitment. She also so the best start. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Hisao, you did say... He did say that he would, like, help out for a bit. He did say he'd give them, like, give it a trial run, helping out the council. So yeah, he is kind of going back on his word. Oh, what? But I didn't commit to anything. My breathing catches in my throat and I momentarily start choking. Ah yes, choking on air. I do that sometimes. You just breathe wrong. That's not true, Hichan. You said you're not useless. You definitely said it. Yes. Definitely, definitely, definitely. We're calling you into his words now. You'd better prepare to show you are not a useless guy. Your honor will be soiled forever if you try to get out of this. So, for the rest of the day, we're going to hang out together. Just the three of us. And work hard. You can't fool us. You should be happy. You're doing your school a great service. Ask not what your school can do for you, but what you can do for your school. How depressing. Cheer up, Hichan. She slaps me hard across the back with enough strength to knock the air out of my lungs. I gasp to breathe. Besides, aren't you happy you get to spend a day with two cute girls? I guess they are right. I did blurt those words out. Accepting my fate, I followed him to the student council room. And hammered a final nail into the stall. It took all of the afternoon and dinner time is nearly over, but it is done now. Shizune pulls out a roll of measuring tape and a small level and inspects it thoroughly. She smiles, looking pleased, then motions for Misha to come over. She says you did a very good job. In fact, you might actually have a gift for this. Wow, I'm impressed too. And that was fast. Have you done this before? Should I go on Twitch or Steam? I don't think it makes too much difference. The only thing is, apparently, people, well, I say people, Muni has said that she has less latency on Twitch. So that there's less of a gap between, it is just that you lag on Twitch. Well, if you lag on Twitch, then YouTube's probably better. No. If I ever get, like, consistently, like, I'm still debating, like, my channel, I think, is still valid on Twitch for affiliate. But I'm still kind of up in the air on whether or not I want to go for that, because I don't know if the pros outweigh the cons. It's mostly on your streams because it's 1080p. 1080p. Is it 1080? I thought I streamed in... Oh no, it's my frames per second is only like 30. YouTube tends to run better for me outside my PC. Okay, I suppose I did find out as well when I used Twitch a bit, like, the mobile app for Twitch doesn't really work great. No, never. Never before. And I never will again. Well, our quota for today is 6 stalls. In a few minutes, me and Shitchan should finish this one. That means 4 more to go. We're making good time, she says. Isn't this great fun? What? I could think of a million things I'd rather do, but I suppose everyone has to do their share for the festival. Even me. Also, I don't know. Maybe... Hisao actually has my mindset. I'm not with Hisao on this one, but like Hisao's apparently like good at science. Hisao's clearly like maybe more academically minded. I would personally... Oh, you're just giving me like a practical task and just letting me get on with it? Perfect. Give me that. Like, I would much rather just build stalls. Like, I currently work, well, I don't work, I volunteer at a furniture store. And one of my favorite parts of the job is when, like, a table or a bed comes in and it's kind of like... I see. Go build that up so we can display it. There's just something satisfying just about sitting down with my toolbox and building something. But maybe that's the child in me who... Sure, please stop sorry. Now... yeah. I think this way, like, even as a kid, like, I like Lego. Not even just as a kid, I still love Lego. Like, just putting things together, building something. I'll trust you with the IKEA. I am happy to be trusted with the IKEA stuff. You need myself cannot withstand a concept. Jobs are important, no. You need to make a living somehow. I've actually got a job interview on Friday. I'm gonna maybe be working at a video game store over Christmas. You're both lucky that I'm helping you two out. If I really didn't want to, I could have gotten out of it easily. Hisao, you've screwed yourself there. Blockbuster? Oh no, not Blockbuster. CEX. I don't know if it's in... I don't think it's in the US. I know it's all over the UK. But it's just like a temporary Christmas position. Pronounce that as a whole word? No. I'm not going to pronounce that as a whole word. Because that is not that kind of store. And that joke has been made far, far, far too many times already. In, like, in real life. But Hisao should not have said, like, if I really didn't want to. You've just confessed, Hisao, that you didn't not want to. You've just confessed that you were just... bluffing. Really, Hitchan? Hitchan thinks you're just running your mouth. Japanese people have no fight or flight reflex, Hitchan. Shizune tensed her fingers deviously. Definitely. Definitely, definitely. If you really wanted to escape, you would have taken immediate action. That is how you know someone is serious. When they have no doubts, no regrets. Maybe it was a bad idea to tell you that, since now Hitchan knows what to do next time. But just the fact that she is alright with telling me this shows that she doubts I'll be able to act on it. Nope. She's got your number, Hitchan. Oh, darn it, I'm calling him Hitchan now, just in my own thoughts. That only makes me want to do it more, and I almost want the opportunity to do so to arise again. But if that happens, she might get me again somehow. Hitchan says she is happy now. Much later in the evening, we are looking at 6 completed stalls. Also, gotta ask a question. Should we have been building the stalls inside the office? I mean, like, we're not getting given a visual of what these stalls look like. But this still feels like something that maybe you don't want to build in an office. You maybe want to put together, like, somewhere easily accessible to outdoors. If not outdoors directly. The office is that. Words up words. What is the internet doing to this generation? With the pride of a job well done, we sit back and admire the fruits of our labor, not sharing a word between us, just admiring. I realize I'm feeling quite thirsty. Hey, isn't there a vending machine out in the hall? They're on all day, right? Yeah, the drinks are very cheap too. We usually get something from there on days like this. I dig around in my pocket and find a single 100 yen coin. Is this enough? I'm feeling kind of thirsty. 100 yen? You can get any drink at the machine with that. That's good. It's very good then. Oh, wait a second. What is this, Shichan? Do you want him to get you a drink too? Hichan, you've really helped us out today. So today I mean Shichan will treat you. Hey, well, what about me? Poor Misha. What would you like? I'm feeling thirsty myself? So am I! Just a little uni student. Student does internet course. Now I'm kind of... There's a part of me that kind of, like, missed, like, that I didn't get into uni, but the more I go along life, the more I'm kind of like, nah, I feel I'm happy enough without it. Because I see so many of, like, people I used to know, like, dealing with, like, their student loans looming over them. And for a big part, just not seeming to be doing that much better off. Oh, but maybe that's just the area I'm in. Oh. Besides, I'm learning more and more that I like more. I'm not a scholarly person. I don't like doing this. I'm not good at the studying and that kind of thing. I'm better at just doing things practically. I don't know. Anything's fine. I guess the melon soda. Melon soda is a good choice. Hey, wait, Shichan, I also want a drink. Oh, poor Misha. Some going science major? I did apply for uni, like, years back. Was going for a TV production. But no, I didn't get in. You know, it's times like this that I think she's just teasing me. That's probably it. I'm sure she'll get you something, right? Yeah, she usually does, but you never know. Shizune comes back with 2 melon sodas and a can of fruit juice. She hands me one of the sodas and the other to Misha. Thanks, Shichan. I had total faith in you to get me one. I knew I could count on you. But how did you know that this was what I wanted? I usually get something else. What? You knew I'd want to try it? And did I like these kinds of childish things? Oh, good friends. I gesture my thanks to Shizune, who smiles and nods. Hey, Hichan? Yes? We've been spending a lot of time together. Already in such a short time we've done so much. We should both stop beating around the bush. What I'm trying to say is, will you join the student council? It sounds a lot like she's going to ask me out, but that can't be it. Nevertheless, my heart is beating like a jackhammer. Damn. This reminds me of another similar scene earlier this year. I try to say something, but my brains can't... You have multiple brains? My brains can't decide whether to stop her or to tell her to continue. I feel myself blushing all the way to the ears. Oh boy, Hisao, you're really... What I'm trying to say is... Yep, there it is. Would you like to join the student council? Hisao, how was that not the first thing that came to your mind? Ah, what a disappointment. Did you think she wanted to ask you out, Hit-chan? Oh, she's blushing though. I feel very embarrassed right now. I can feel myself getting even redder in the face. Shizune also tries to hide a blush after Misha translates and then puts a few sheets of paper in front of me. The application. So, how about it? All the paperwork is right here. And you're sitting down anyway. You look very at home here. Drinks and everything. What do you say? She quiets down a little and asks again a little more solemnly. Hit-chan, what do you say? You don't exactly hate this, right? I'm more than a little surprised by this sudden change of tone. I don't really know how to react to it. For one thing, she isn't shouting uproariously with no regard for tact. Before, I'm sure she knew already that I was going to say no. This time, she seems actually serious. I think maybe you should join. Not just because we could use your help, but, well, you're hanging out with us anyway. I think Shichan would like it if you would join as well. It's not like you hate us or anything, right? It wouldn't hurt if you joined, and I'd appreciate it if you would. She seems to be having a hard time getting her words out, which is strange for someone talkative like Misha. For some reason, I'm almost troubled by it. My eyes drift over to Shizune, who stares back at me tentatively, absent-mindedly cleaning her fingernails. It's like it's so embarrassing. Oh. It's... Oh. Come on. Am I going to get am I ever going to get a choice, like, just to, like, say yes or no to join the student council? Or is this, like, am I under, like, does that... If you don't want to join, I promise we won't ask again, but if you did, we would be really happy. Both Shizune and Misha seem to be unable to look me in the eye. I can't lie. The thought of being around two such cute girls is something that I couldn't possibly pass up. Choices are for nerds. Exactly, I'm a nerd. Give me choices. I'm not looking forward to this kind of work every day, but there should be less after the festival. At least, I hope so. Alright, I guess it can't hurt, so why not? Wonderful, wonderful! Shizune tenses her fingers in satisfaction. She'll fill everything out, Hit-chan. Congratulations! You are officially a member of the student council now. Great. I'm not looking forward to a lot of work. Coughing blood again? That sounds like more than just a seasonal cough. To be honest, I've never done any student council activities before. But maybe it'll be a positive experience. Misha starts to clap, laughing exuberantly as she does. Congratulations, Hit-chan! Congratulations! Seasonal, mixed with a seasonal cold. Oh, cold, cough, same thing, right? Oh, it could be worse. It could be the flu. But yeah, that's fair. That probably... I mean, you'd know more than I would, but that does sound like something maybe to get looked at. Like, coughing blood doesn't tend to be in the Doesn't tend to be a good sign. Cough blood sometimes when your allergies become super severe. More bloody mucus. Oh, okay. No, I've never really ever. No. I don't know if I don't know if maybe just my allergies just don't become severe enough. You don't tell anyone, it won't bother. No, it'll bother them if they find out you are hiding something. Congratulations! You've said that, yeah. I get the message. I can't help but smile, finding such a display childishly cute. Student council is always busy, you know, but for today we're done. See you tomorrow, Hit-chan. We still have work left, so we'll be counting on you. Oh boy, oh no, what is Kenji's reaction going to be? Kenji's reaction is either going to be he's going to be incredibly concerned for us, incredibly angry at Hisao, or kind of very much, aha, I see, you're infiltrating the enemy command structure. Oh. I mean, it's kind of like, I think it has to be one of those three reactions. Like, he's either going to be, you've betrayed me, you're joining the enemy faction. He's going to be proud of you for kind of, I see your plan, you're infiltrating them from the inside, you're going to steal their information, sabotage their plans. Or he's going to be, no, my friend, what have you gotten yourself into? What did they do to hurt you? Oh. I leave the room, feeling totally wiped out. The grounds are totally deserted and the school looks pretty ominous this late. The council office is the only window with lights on anymore. Is this what the student council will be like? My body might not be able to take it. Adhering to the nurse's nagging voice in the back of my head, I set my alarm clock to wake me up early enough to go jogging again. I made a promise and I'm going to keep it. Besides, Emmy is bound to rat on me if I don't show up. Apparently not. She never does. Didn't match me, but you need to show the Katawa Shoujo 2 meme trailer? Okay. What kind of meme? So as I've heard, you know. Yeah, I think there was a point though where like you can only laugh so much off. Especially because it's, I don't know, sometimes acting like you're okay or not bothered by something. Like, I think can sometimes, like, it can be good to a point to not let it get you too down. No. But there are other people who care. Like, there's people who care about your health and you're making light of it. So. Yeah. Oh. But it's not all that bad. No. Okay, next day. Is this the day of the festival, or do we still have stuff to do? Oh, there's the alarm. Do we... Okay, yeah, we're back on here. So... I'm guessing to go for it still, like, does this... Like, is this just, like, a one, like, guaranteed you're on to... I don't want to quite go, like, go for it, because I feel like this is, like, a guaranteed onto Emmy's route, from what I've heard. I feel he should, like, try and, like, go for it. Well, to be fair, I don't think it's either. I think it's just, like, don't give up on it. That's the thing, is when you say take it... When you tell Hisao to take it easy, he doesn't take it easy. He gives up. There's a difference. Okay, to be fair, I'm curious though, like, what happens if you go for it. Because that gets you onto a route where Hisao has joined the student council. Like, do they just ignore that part of his life? Or, like, are there, like, additional scenes in Emmy's route where he's working more with Shizune and Misha? But no, I will take the safe route. Oh, hi, Kenji. Oh, no. What did you just say, Kenji? What's... So, lip balm... Oh, yeah. Okay, so he was just doing his usual conspiracy theorist rant. The door down the hall opens with a crack as it swings forward from being pushed open too strongly and crashing against the wall. The sound is followed by a peal of bubbly laughter, and I instantly know who it is. Going for it is an instant. Okay, yeah. I think that had been said before in a previous stream. Also, going until you nearly pass out is not... I don't think that's healthy for you. Oh, like, yeah, exercise is something... It's very good, but in moderation. That's something my PT, like, has been very, like, clear on, like, emphasizing is... Yes, you push yourself, but rest and, like, knowing your limits is important. Because otherwise you end up just doing more harm than good. Oh, boy. At the noise, Kenji disappears into his room like a ninja, slamming the door shut just as Shizune and Misha walk over. The former taking small, efficient steps towards me, while the latter more or less bounces off the walls. Oh, boy. So this is how Kenji finds out we're in the student council. Also, is this them coming to deliver the letter? I tried to do the same as Kenji, but it's too late. Misha puts her foot between my door to prevent me from closing it, so I have no other choice but to let them in. Oh, also they're right to the seeing the bedroom. Hi, Hichan. Hi. Hi. What are you two doing here? I wonder if the pause between those two sentences was politely long enough. Hichan, that's rude. We came to pick you up. Did you think we thought you were going to escape and came to make sure you didn't? Surely not, Hichan. Hey, I didn't say that's what we're here for. But now I know it's exactly what they're here for. It's time for student council work. Yes, it is. Aren't you happy, Hichan, to be able to help the whole school? You're like a hero. The future generations will tell stories of this day. Interesting. I didn't think joining the student council would be a heroic deed worthy of Hercules. Well, I guess I did promise, so... I've neglected Shizune, and only now do I notice her in the corner of my vision, peering around my room over my shoulder. Her analytical eyes darting from object to object. This is kinda intrusive. Well, luckily I don't have dirty laundry on the floor or anything like that. What is it, Hichan? Yeah, this is Hichan's room. We haven't seen it before. I didn't even realize. It's kind of plain, but Hichan hasn't had time to decorate it yet. Isn't that so? What are those? She points at my collection of medications on the night table. Oh. Is this another... Because Normally, like, Hisao, like, tries to put off talking about his condition for, like, as long as possible. I don't think, like... so I wonder how this is going to go. I don't really want to talk about it with these two. Try to dodge the subject or kick them out of my room. Okay, so he can't... He's not willing to talk with them about it. This is a new one, though. But yeah, kicking them out of the room is, like, very, like, yeah. Like, yes, they're being a bit intrusive, but I still feel like just... No. This question is not... You don't need to get that defensive. Yeah, just try and dodge the subject, mate. Yeah, you can avoid the subject without being a jerk. It's nothing. I quickly step in front of them, trying to hide the stuff behind my back. Shizune takes a step back, looking suspicious, but it's an expression not without concern. I hope if I avoid it, she'll understand that I don't want her to keep prodding me about it. Oh, but Misha, though. Really? What are you hiding, Hichan? Nothing. Is that so? I realize I can't really squirm my way out of this. They are nosy by nature, and hiding it is just going to pique their curiosity more. I suppose as well, like, medicine bottles are kind of obvious for, like, what they are. And I suppose, like, giving them the benefit of the doubt, like, this could be kind of, as student council members, are kind of like, these aren't, like, you have a reason for having this, right? You haven't just got medication you don't need. Yeah, okay, it is something, but I don't really want to talk about it, okay? Not yet. Can we just put this aside for now? See, there, that's your good response. Bloody busybodies. So... But yeah, yeah, I feel that was like a good response. Like, yes, it is something, but I don't want to talk about it. Can we just let it be? As Misha translates, Shizune stares at me hard, with her eyes focused and analytical as ever, peering at me curiously over the rims of her glasses. Her fingers press against each other thoughtfully, as if she's weighing the value of pursuing this further than necessary, against the insult of disrespecting my wish. Her expression finally melts into a slight smile, and she signs something to Misha. Okay. Then we'll wait, and become better and better friends, and one day when you feel like it, you can tell us about it. Both of them smile widely at me, and I feel shocked and a little stupid about being like this. They're not stupid, and probably can at least halfway guess what's going on with me, and... such simple, kind words. I feel relieved that they don't think any worse of me even if I'm like this. Even if I'm not like the rest here. Even if I can't be at ease about it. Sorry, this just reminds... I was watching a video of some people playing, like, Mario Party, I think, before stream. And, like, it just reminded me, like, one of the things, like, the things they were saying, like, as they were chatting, was like, stop being so wholesome, you're making me feel like a prick. I wonder if that's what Hisao's feeling like now. It's like, no, don't be nice, you're making me feel like I'm the bad guy. It seems that behind the obnoxious, mischievous acts, both of these girls are really kind and good people. That's what I think. Thanks. So, you want me to help you out again today, right? Since I'm one of you now? Yep. After class? No, now! Now, but what about class? You're going to skip again? So, just thought I heard some shouting outside. It's for the common good. so we sacrifice our math lessons and maybe the social studies too. Well, I guess I'm fine with it. Awesome, Hitchan. You said it, okay? Remember, I'm fine with helping out. That's what you said, right? Yeah. Don't linger on it, Misha. That tone. I suddenly regret saying it. Okay. Are you ready to go then? We can go to the office together. No. You're probably going to make me carry all your stuff for you or something. Don't be silly, Hitchan. We've never walked to school together, Hitchan. I almost want to ask why we would, but then it dawns on me. The both of them consider me their friend, like Misha said before. And they want to become better friends with me, even. It's weird. I've never really thought about them that way, or any of the people I've met so far this week. Is it really so easy? Just like that? Okay. Well, let's go then. Shizune grins craftily and puts her hands behind her back. That's great, Hitchan. Okay, but first, you had a really great idea Shichan liked a lot, so it's time for a game. Oh no. Shichan is holding a 1,000 yen note in one hand, Hitchan. If you can guess which one, you can have it. If you don't, you're carrying all our books to school. Right, Shichan? Right? She and Shizune exchange nods. That's a... I mean, that's a gamble I'd take. I mean, you got 50-50 odds. Either get money or just carry some books. But I suppose part of me gets the feeling that Hisao isn't quite as fit as I am. Like, carrying a few books would be nothing for me. Oh, but yeah, still, 1,000 yen's 1,000 yen. Okay, Hitchan, get ready. Oh, there we go. Though, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if Shizune rigged it somehow. Carrying 3 bags instead of 1, I think out the day that's ahead of me. Of us. I can see students walking back and forth through the courtyard, probably in preparation of their own projects. The festival is practically here. That means there are only 2 possible reasons that my help is required. Either there is only a small amount of work left and they just want a helping hand to wrap up the mundane final checks they are obligated to, or there is a ton of work left and Shizune is putting on a calm face as a torrent of built-up procrastinated work threatens to kill us all. Once inside the office, I look around and see that it's deserted. Well, here's your answer to our question, Hisao. I guess this means there isn't a lot of work left, huh? Since there's no one here and all. It's always like this, Hitchan. This confirms what I have thought before, but have never actually been able to confirm definitively. Shizune and Misha are the student council. The whole student council. Wow, so it's true. The student council is really only you two. Okay, Shizune does have the best facial expressions. I don't think I've seen that one before. Shizune looks as if she's stuck, wondering whether to be ashamed or explode with anger, and Misha is equally divided between laughing and trying to stop her. Also, I don't know if I'd noticed before, but I'm currently playing music track. Sounds very, like, Pokemon-ish. Like, I feel like this could be like a city theme. Like the background music for a city in a Pokemon game. Well then, Hitchan, you'll be happy to know that since it's just us 3, we have a lot to do. A lot. That does not make me happy. This does not spark joy. But it seems to make Shizune very happy. Just kidding. The work turns out to be sorting and double-checking the considerable amount of paperwork necessary for an event such as the school festival to get done. Bureaucracy is a mind-boggling thing. But we managed to finish it just when the lunch bells ring. Okay, now that we are done, we can relax a little. But not too much. We have lots more to do in the afternoon. It's actually not that much work, Hitchan, so we can afford to enjoy a little lunch first. The two of them produce a small array of plastic containers, seemingly out of thin air. It's chicken cutlet with tomatoes and soybean sprouts. Doesn't it sound delicious, Hitchan? It was just made this morning and it's still warm, so eat, eat, eat. Homemade or... I take one of the containers and open it. It looks nice and certainly smells good. The fact that I'm really hungry adds to that even more. Cutlets. Cutlets are good. Oh. I'm just remembering the little ramen place we went to nearby where you lived. You still live there. You haven't moved yet. Oh. You had some good Japanese food there. Wow, this looks great. Where did you get this? That isn't important, Hitchan. There was supposed to be a stall selling lunchboxes, but the girl who was to run it suddenly said she couldn't do it. Hitchan said, what a waste. It was a lot of work to trick Hitchan into making this. Oh, the stall. Kopan Ramen. Yeah, that's the one. Oh. Oh, I miss the variety of food over there. I really do. So maybe it's a good thing that it's not so accessible to me. Hey, what the hell? So, Shichan wanted to see if she could do it, but then decided not to. Right, Shichan? Shizune sulks angrily, shooting Misha a displeased look. I don't think I was supposed to hear that story. This is your test food? I'm eating it too, Hitchan. And Shitchan is too. Perks of living in the States is a big melting pot of cultures. Yep. Feel your pain, my no is limited. Oh, yeah. So it's not an America thing. It's just a California thing. Oh. And I'm, you know, thinking of it this way just makes me kind of go. You know what? I don't feel. I'll take taking another visit in January or February. That doesn't answer the question. Oh, excuse me. Nevertheless, I split a pair of chopsticks Shizune offers me, pick up a piece of cutlet and pop it into my mouth. It's surprisingly good. I didn't expect Shizune to be such a good cook. Shizune puts her chopsticks down to sign curtly towards Misha, who gulps down her cutlet with noticeable difficulty in order to speak for her. So that's one of those, like, backhanded compliments? Or, like, underhanded compliment? What? Is it backhanded or underhanded compliment? Because you kind of, like, said, like, it's kind of like, oh, you're a good cook. But you had to add the surprisingly you're a good cook, which means kind of you obviously, like, your impression was, this is someone who backhanded. So you're saying that kind of, oh, you don't look like. Oh, yes, I get it. I was right the first time. Hitchan, don't talk with food in your mouth. It's not like I enjoy doing it. Anyway, how motherly to show that kind of concern. You can't even eat right, Hitchan. That's all it is. It's a stalemate. I can't eat in order to talk to Shizune, who can't eat in order to chastise me for eating the wrong way. Misha, caught in between, is in the same situation and looks the most disheartened by how this is going. Either way, our food is getting colder by the second, and it wasn't piping hot to start with. Wherever this was going, it dies down pretty fast once we all realize that, and we eat. After a while, the bell rings, but Misha makes no attempt to tell Shizune, so I'm sure they're planning to skip classes and spend the rest of the day in here again. Hichan, do you have any plans for the festival? No, not really. After all, I've only been here a week. What could I set up in that time? Hichan, you helped us out so much. Don't sell yourself short. Okay. We're serious! Okay. The two of them seem to get indignant over the strangest things. You're going though, right, Hichan? You should at least see what we've accomplished. Everyone should be able to look at what they have done so they can fully understand our work. That's my belief. You're no exception. Hichan, you should definitely go. If you don't have anything planned, then maybe we can even go together. Do you need a hand? If there's anything you need help with, I'm fine with sticking around. I feel much more at ease than I did earlier. My previous concerns and fears long gone, I'd forgotten about this morning's trouble entirely until now. Having fun with Shizune like this. Having fun with Shizune? It seems like an unfamiliar concept to think of, but looking back on it, I've really enjoyed the moments I've spent with Shizune and Misha these past few days, in spite of everything else. If we might be going together, then maybe I can afford to stick around a little longer. And I guess it beats class. Really, Hichan? Okay. We can consider this you repaying us for the free lunch. Great. This is great. Really, really great. Hichan was hoping to bring this up again later anyway. That's not a free lunch at all. Normally I would be angry or at least slightly unsettled, but my mood has improved from earlier on, so I'll let it slide. Helping them out turns out to consist mostly of stamping forms and making what seems like 10,000 copies apiece of 50 different budgeting reports. It's not hard, but very boring, and according to Misha, the simplest of the tasks they deal with. I feel myself getting more and more tired, and with that, less eager to return to class. This is especially bad because the more time I spend out of class, the harder it seems to just get up and go back. These two, they're a terrible influence. Terrible role models. Not that it bothers me all that much, and I'm sure no one looks up to them, but it's the principle of the thing. Done! That was fast. I'll be finished before this period's over, I think. No, Hichan. Everything is done, so you're done too. That doesn't make any sense. Are you telling me this is all arbitrary and you've been keeping me here for the hell of it? No. But we have kept you long enough. You should go back to class, Hichan. You can still make it for most of this period. What about you? Of course we're coming too. Of course, we'll be right behind you. Will they? Reassured, I start heading back to class, but the period is almost halfway over, so I start thinking it would be pointless halfway there and pass the difference between this class and the next drinking juice in the hallway. I keep an eye on the door to the student council room, but it doesn't open. What's taking them so long? Are they busy wrapping up my share of the work? Well, it shouldn't take so long. It shouldn't take so long, unless there's more and they just wanted me to leave. The more I think about it, the likelier it seems. This was just them kind of going, no, he's doing a bad job at this, just get him out, move him on. Shizune is, well, not an idiot, but clearly she's unable to just come out with things. Maybe it's because she can't talk, so it's harder for her. She has Misha, but all in all, as easy as they make it look, there's still a difference between casual speech and sign language. I contemplate going back there to check on them, but the bell rings and I have to go to class. They join me a few minutes later, and thoughts I had in my mind before slip away into routine of school life. By the time I remember, school is over for today, and I'm too tired to do anything but go home, do my homework, and then go to sleep. Okay, that's all of that scene. No. I think I might finish it there at the start of that day. Oh boy! Ow! Hi. So, yeah, I normally would continue on, but I'm kind of feeling a bit. No, like for the whole of this stream, I've been kind of like not being able to sit still too well. I've been actually been glancing over to see my stream mic thing to make sure my leg shaking hasn't been causing hasn't been coming through on the microphone. Oh, but yeah, I feel we're like definitely like solidly into Misha's route now, but not Misha's route, Shizune's route. I suppose it does feel it does feel a bit more like Misha's route, just because like I suppose yeah, I'm aware Misha doesn't have a route, but it kind of does feel like more like her so far because it was something when Hisao like said like it was fun to hang out with Shizune, and I'm kind of like, is it like how does Hisao know that? Because like he's never interacted with Shizune one on one. He has like I think it's only once so far in this route, but in other routes we've seen like he does have like one on one interactions with Misha. He hasn't interacted yet. Yes, yet. I imagine he probably will. Otherwise, I suppose the censored scenes would be a bit awkward if they weren't one to one. I think he's conflating missions. Yeah, that feels like it could be a cause of drama in itself. Like kind of like where like he distinguishes like what parts are Shizune and which parts are Misha. Alrighty, let's drop a save down. Well, it's not just because Shizune's deaf. Stereo, it's that he's never interacted with just Shizune. It's more about Misha's constant presence. And kind of like she's mute. I mean that's either spoilers or being deaf doesn't necessarily mean you're mute. Yeah, because you could, if you're deaf, you can still talk. I've heard like stories of a couple of people who like who learned like via lip reading like how to recreate. Yeah, like they learned how to how to speak audibly by watching other people's lip movements. Oh, mute, you can't speak, but you can hear. Yeah, but that's yeah, but Shizune isn't mute. She's just deaf. She can't hear anything, but she could speak. It's just difficult to speak. because you can't hear your own voice. Oh, but yeah. So next, but yeah, that'll be. Yeah, I will figure out more. I'll learn more, I'm sure, once we actually get started properly into Shizune's route, which I imagine will happen quite early into next stream. Because I feel like we're on the day of the festival. And yeah, that won't be until next week, though. Shizune's capable of speech, sort of. Okay. But, yeah. Because Thursday, I'm planning to do more of the Cat Lady. So we continue on with that. And then Friday, Saturday is, of course, going to be more Walk in the Light with Mooney. We'll be going into Lakeland. She can't speak, but she can't make noise. Yeah, I thought it was probably something like that. But yeah. So next Katawa Shoujo stream is probably going to be next Tuesday. So wait in another week again. And yeah, no other real announcements to make. Other, I don't think it'll have. I don't think it will make. I actually might make a bit of a difference, particularly to Thursday streaming. Because like I mentioned, I do have a job interview this week, and if that goes well, which I have fairly high hopes for this one. But if it goes well, I'll probably have to rearrange at least a Thursday stream because I probably won't be able to do an afternoon stream on a weekday. But I'll have to see how that all works out. But that will not be until. Yeah, that I'll hopefully have my answer by the time I'm making my schedule next Monday. And yeah, as usual, that schedule you can find that on my Discord. There's links to that in my Twitch and YouTube. And yeah. For now, I'll just say thank you for coming along. I hope you enjoyed. And until the next time I see you, I hope you have a good day, have a good evening, and goodbye.